What's going on, guys? Miles here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the changes that have recently been made to Black Ops 3 after the beta but before the launch. David von der Haar posted a blog on the PlayStation website today and it mentions a bunch of new changes. Some of them I think are really awesome. Hopefully you guys will like them too, because I know a lot of the community were begging for these things to be nerfed during the beta, and unfortunately they weren't nerfed then, but they have been nerfed now. And the first one I'm going to start off with is Black Cat. It now takes longer to steal kill streaks, and I know that was a huge problem in the beta because you could steal any kill streak relatively quickly, even like the mothership you could steal, but now it's going to take a lot longer, and hopefully that's going to nerf them quite significantly, and not a lot of people will use them. But it's also been nerfed as you'll appear as a red dot on the map now if you're using the Black Cat. So hopefully if someone is using the Black Cat, you can easily find them on the map, kill them, prevent them from stealing your streaks, which is really good to see. Hopefully less people use the Black Cat now. But moving on to the next one also, which was a huge pain in the beta, is Rejack, and it now counts as a death and kill on the leaderboards to the person who killed you, whereas it previously didn't. And it also now resets your medals and score streaks, which is really good. I think they did make that change in the beta, but they mentioned it in the blog. So if you are 1 kill off an orbital VSAT or the wraps thing, you'll get reset and you'll be like 1,000 points off. So I think that's good to see, because I did think Rejack was really overpowered. I didn't use it personally because I hated people that did use it, so I didn't want to be like a hypocrite. But it's good to see it getting nerfed. Moving on to the next one, Flinch. I know that was a pretty big problem in Black Ops 3, and they didn't implement toughness as a perk. But they've added a cap to Flinch, so hopefully your weapon will not jump up as much when you get shot now, which I think is really good. I know a lot of people complained about it in the beta. I didn't seem to have too much of a problem with it, but if a lot of people complained of it, it was obviously a problem. But moving on to the next one is a little bit minor, not super important, but they added a red kill marker for when you get a kill in Black Ops 3. This was in Advanced Warfare and Ghost, and basically, if you didn't know, on the last bullet which you killed an enemy with, your hit marker would turn red and it identified that you got a kill. I think it's a little cool feature. I'm glad to see it in the game. It's just nothing major, but something cool to see. Next up we have the grenade distances and speeds, which have been tweaked. If you guys don't know, in the beta you couldn't throw grenades far at all. Like, for some reason you just couldn't throw grenades far, and that was a bit of an issue. But to be fair, the grenades were really overpowered. And in this update, sorry, not beta, they increased the distance which you can throw the grenades, and they also adjusted the speed, but I don't know if that's slower or higher because they didn't mention it. They just said they adjusted the speed. And also that was a pretty big problem when if you were moving backwards and you threw a grenade, the grenade would barely move, and hopefully that should be fixed with this update, which is really good to see. And also concussions were a really big issue in the beta. They were so overpowered, and Treyarch have nerfed this in 2 ways. The first way, they've reduced the concussion time by 1 second, which may not seem a lot, but honestly that's quite a lot, because say you're normally concussed for like 7 seconds, that's a 15% decrease in time. So that is pretty significant, even though it may not seem it. And the second thing they've done to nerf concussions is they've reduced the level requirement to use tactical mask to level 13. I'm not sure what level it was previously, but I think it was actually quite high, like 30 or so. And now that it's level 13, a lot of people will be able to use the tactical mask, and what they call concussions should not be as much of an issue now. Moving on, they've added a time in hill stat for the hardline leaderboard and scoreboard, which I know is a pretty big demand for some of the competitive players. I don't really see too much of a point in it, but I guess it's kind of cool as it sort of shows the objective players on the leaderboards and stuff. So moving on, they also adjusted the safeguard game mode, which I didn't get to play, but they didn't feel like it was rewarding enough for escorting the safeguard robot thing. So now for every 3 seconds that you're escorting the robot, you'll get 25 score, which I think is pretty significant. It sounds pretty good. That's a kill every like 12 seconds for escorting the robot. I didn't get to play safeguard, unfortunately, but I'm going to try that out at launch. Maybe I'll make a gameplay video of it. But it sounds really good now, actually, to escort the robot, so I really want to try that. And they've also implemented some new features to the kill cams. They've shown like the weapons that the enemy used, the score streaks, specialist weapons and equipment, stuff like that. They've shown what the enemy was using when they killed you, which is really good to sort of learn how to improve from your deaths and become a better player. The last thing which Treyarch have talked about is their weapon balancing changes, and they don't really go into much detail on this, but they do say they have made changes to the Razorback and the M8A7, which were probably well needed, to be honest. But let me know what you guys think of this update. I think that some of them are really good, especially like the Concussions, the Black Cat nerf. Be sure to subscribe for more Call of Duty videos. I'll be posting a lot around Black Ops 3 coming soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.